Today's reading is from the Gospel of John, chapter 13, verses 21 to 32. And it was night. Who can fail to be moved by that poignant statement as Judas leaves to betray Jesus to the authorities? The darkness gathers around Jesus, not just the end of daylight, but the worst kind of darkness: hatred, evil, revenge, cruelty, violence. We know how the story ends, or rather, we should say, we know the beginning of where it leads to, when the light comes. But before that, we focus on what Jesus went through as the darkness grew around him, more and more powerful, the powers of evil gathering to destroy him. Each Holy Week, each Eucharist, we relive this story at the heart of our salvation, at the heart of our faith and of human experience, this story of human suffering and death. As Jesus identified with all that humans go through, he plumbed the depths of human suffering, identifying with all who go through a dark night in their life, submitting to it, accepting all that it brought him. And that led up to the cry of utter desolation on the cross. My God, why have you forsaken me? A cry of despair, of abandonment, of hopelessness. All his life, all his ministry, Jesus has held back the powers of darkness. His word of command cast out evil, put fear into demons, calmed, controlled the chaos of the waters, brought wholeness and peace to people, banished temptation. Now it's as if he lets go, steps back. He allows the darkness to approach and do its worst. And through it all, he goes on loving. He's not caught up in hatred or revenge. He doesn't retaliate. He doesn't even protect himself. Evil rages around him, but it can't change him. As the soldiers nail him to the cross, he prays for God to forgive them. Even when his own sense of intimacy with God is gone, he remains true. The darkness threw its worst at Jesus. He was killed. He died and was buried. Perhaps it was because his love continued unabated, because the powers of evil could not touch his soul, his spirit. Perhaps that was how he was able to break the power of death and rise again. I don't know. But what our faith tells us, gloriously, is that he did rise. He did defeat evil decisively, once for all, and that gives us our freedom too. Whatever the darkness throws at us, the light still shines. John began his gospel with that wonderful prologue, written in retrospect, in the knowledge of the whole Jesus event. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. For John, the moment of crucifixion is a moment of glory, the glory of the Father seen in the love of the Son, who by the power of the Spirit was raised to new life. I pray that you will know that light breaking into your own life, scattering the darkness, and bringing you the light of his love, and that you will know the eternal life of his presence in your heart.